My people, welcome back. This is my boy Adamslink. I hope so on day okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you guys are watching this video from. And happy Easter because we are still celebrating Easter. So, guys, I think with facts, we Nigerians over here, we like to compare things. If we go to the market, we compare food stuff, we compare everything. And I know by now with facts, straight facts, we can easily say Burna is the biggest Nigeria artist ever as at now. Burna already wore that crown like 4 years, 5 years ago. And up till now, he's still wearing that crown as the biggest Nigeria artist. Based on numbers, based on evidence alone. This one no be bias talk, no be cho, no be too much talk. This is not bias talk at all. With the numbers that we are seeing and also testimonies from many other entertainers as well who are into the business have agreed that Burna is indeed the biggest. Like this guy, Adesopi.
Or an appreciator, someone that appreciates any one of these top ends, especially what Burna's doing, you are a complete hater. Another big question that people are throwing, I don't know if you asked that question is, does this mean Burna Boy is the official biggest artist out of Africa? That's the question people always ask. But I think if we're talking about facts, figures, and numbers, if anybody argues against that, they are just downright wrong. He's done stadiums in London. He's done the largest stadium in France now. He's done the biggest stadium in Trinidad and Tobago. He did the National Stadium of Jamaica. He did the biggest stadium in Antigua. He went to New York and did a stadium. Top 5 are most streamed on Spotify. Burna Boy has got 2. Top 10 albums most streamed on Spotify. African or Afrobeats, anyhow you want to cut it. He's got 3. Ticket sales, streams, fan bases. You have to say right now he's leading the charge globally at a serious rate. And this performance in France, you have to understand, in France, I believe it's about 90% of the music that's played on radio and television has to be French music. So for anybody to go into France to be able to sell anything close to 100,000 tickets, anything from 50 to 100,000 tickets is nothing but a global superstar of them Beyonce, Chris Brown levels. And that's what that performance has now proven to us. Whether you like it or not, if you appreciate good music, great performances, and incredible ambassadorial duties, you've got to say, Burna Tuale.
I'm telling you guys, no more joke and or reasonable uh, competition, or reasonable debate, no hate, nothing as such. Let us give it up for Burna. He's the king currently. Currently, he is the king, and that every other artist should bow to. At one point, we had other kings, but right now, Burna is the king. Listen again. At one point, we had other kings. I'm not downplaying anybody's achievement. At one point, we had other kings. But as of now, with the numbers we are seeing, nobody is doing such number. Make we no lie to ourselves. Nobody has been doing it. Nobody can do it. If you will check the number of concerts, the highest grossing concert ever in Nigeria, Africa, is Burna Boy from top to 10. From 1 to 10 before you start saying other artists. Let's give it up and pay respect to who respect is due. Despite Burna Boy talks anyhow, me, I know they like the way they talk many times. But then again, that doesn't stop him for getting that respect. Check it out. Check it out. Number of concerts. Nobody does it better than him currently. Nobody pushed the envelope than him currently. Nobody can deny that fact. And meanwhile, someone said something about Wizkid the other day. He said Wizkid should be grateful that he has a very, very loyal fans. He said Wizkid need to be grateful for his fans, for their unwavering love and support to get every goddamn time. He rarely does media rounds or specular promotion for his song or album yet. He always getting big numbers. You can't buy that kind of love. That's what we talk about Wizkid. Wizkid, he get fans. Like, fans may love and die. And again, Wizkid get good music. Let's not take that from him. Wizkid get good music. Let me say a bit, Wizkid and Davido, they get fans. May love them. But lie, but Wizkid especially, that guy, he doesn't even he doesn't put effort. Even during performance, no much effort. And as a performer, drop music aside, you have to perform. You have to perform on stage in order to attract. You have to have vibe. The vibe you have on stage should be way different from the vibe you are, like 10 times the vibe you do on your music video. You should times it times 200, then bring it to stage. But Wizkid is just the same, and yet a lot of love still flows around that guy. Understand? Than Davido, the self-promoter, who is always everywhere, promoting the hustler of our time, the biggest hustler of our time. He doesn't give a damn whether you promote or whether you sell pass or he won't be say he will grind and grind and grind and grind. You understand? In fact, many people relate to Davido than they relate to Wizkid, than they relate to Burna Boy. Let me be honest with you. Because many of us over here do not get it. In fact, the world, many people do not have such luck. People have to grind and fight for whatever they are. To fight for that thing, to grind for that thing, to be able to get it. So that's why I respect this guy here, David Baba. Understand? So, but now, let's be honest, man. Let's be honest. Davido, Burna Boy is the king, man. He's the king. The next king that I'm looking, really, really looking at, who also have the same charisma and vibe, now none other than Rema. Honestly, this guy is a king in the making. And I'm glad he's from Edo. I'm telling you guys, this guy is a king in the making. I'm telling you, this guy, we should watch him closely. There is no bad song. This is the guy I am rooting to be the next king. The next king. We have had kings. Now it's Burna Boy time. I believe the next person that will take over is either this guy, or if the guys are sleeping, then the girls can equally take over as well. And I'm talking about the big Tems. The big Tems. I'm telling you guys, if the guys are slacking behind, I'm telling you, the next big thing from Nigeria will be this one. Although this lady again, Tyler is already taking the stage, man. Tyler is already gearing up, like being big. But Nigeria, we don't really dwell on Africa. We always want our old people to be real big than any other person. Tyler is not doing the stage work Burna Boy is doing. Although our records are blowing up everywhere. But then again, I'm beginning to understand that ticket sales and music sales are different things. They are different things entirely. Music sales and ticket sales are different things entirely. You can have the best song and unable to sell out the best venue. It's impossible. I don't get it. It's only few artists that can have the best song and also sell out the best venues. And up to today, they still do that. But big up to them though. Then again, to end this video, Someone claimed that Wizkid album is flop. This guy here, of course, you know him already. Huh? Let's listen to what he has to say. Gege.
Before God and man, I will not agree make it drop that album. I swear to God, I will not agree. You know that's because if you know the video, tell that to this video. They say I know is the last comment of a fool to say I know before I for listen to Gege advice. 3 reasons why I feel like that album with the video release is an average album. And what he should have done differently. If you say the video do these 3 things I want to mention for this video, the album would have been one of his greatest album, one of the greatest Afrobeat album. You know understand? Number 1, so many unnecessary features. The people when they feature, the artists, the musician when they feature for that album, they were not carefully selected. They just feature people just they available. Especially that Chris Brown feature is very, very unnecessary. You don't drop so many songs with Chris Brown and nobody really expect anything from you and that guy again. So you when they put out for album like this, they're very, very unnecessary because nobody want really see you and Chris Brown song like a surprise again. You're not supposed to that album. Plus if I say you be global brand, and at this level of your career, you're supposed to be introduce new cats to the industry. Because they facial known people. You see what Wizkid do for made in Lagos. He introduced Thames to the market. He introduced people like the Starboy Terry and so many upcoming the way they come up. He used that album to help them. Now, what do I really expect from you for this album where you drop? I was expecting to see new upcoming like all this Fola Boy, Your Mouth, all those guys where they try. Charlie Poppy, Popori, all these guys where they try them. Just introduce them to the make this thing blend, but you not do something like that. That's a selfishness on your part. Because you just want to take a bit from the artists who don't say global, they take from the attention instead of using your platform to promote upcoming as an icon where you be, but you not do one. Then the second reason, Davido is no longer an Afrobeat artist. Davido they sing Afrobeat song again, guy. All your song be like all those are my piano, all those what they do with them, all those guys from South Africa. You not be like Afrobeat artist again. You'll be like say the same thing. The album you'll be like use your 5, you'll be like a photocopy of Timeless before God and Man. I be financial expert. I want in a I know say Davido dedicate one full track for that album for me. That gege. Say honor me and I really appreciate. But even as that, as a financial expert, I know will give my advice from a place of emotions and sentiments. I will give you the way it be. So that when you do, if you really observe yourself, you will know say this way this guy really talking not true. If you do open-minded, you will feel learn from what they tell you. Nobody big pass advice or guy. You understand all these things now?
Gege. Okay, guys, the album that I listed to most especially that Chris Brown track, that was one of my best track and also the one featuring Omali. So Gege, I don't know what they talk about. But then again, for those of you who appreciate Gege's advice, just maybe it's making sense to you. But let me know exactly how you feel. And meanwhile, have a wonderful day and enjoy your Easter. Bye.